even start with this? But first off, if you're new, welcome to Generation Films, and please subscribe and hit the bell for more content. As of today, I had a major breakthrough with things in my life.
Oh, that does it.
And the thing that gets me the most is, excuse me, is people were saying you couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, and over time I used to believe that, but now I don't. But it's just that one voice in my head that constantly, always nagging. And one thing for sure is people will say my life is easy. It's really not. Every day I fight this raging anger that I've held in for so long. And a lot of people will say, if you feel like this, why don't just do this? Or my favorite one, if you don't know why you feel like the way you feel, then there's no reason for you to feel like that. Or you don't feel like that at all if you don't know why you feel like that. Prime example, like there are days where I feel like shit, or I'm depressed, or I feel depressed and I don't know why. First thing out of people's mind, oh, you don't know why you feel depressed, and maybe you're not depressed. Grade A1 therapist, thank you for the knowledge that did not help at all. And the point is, this other half of me that I dealt with for so long, I thought if I ignored it, it would disappear, but that was wrong. The things that has happened to me, whether I was being bullied in school or rather issues with family members and whatnot, all that stuff that's happened to me has slowly changed the other half, or the personality that I created in me to avoid problems. And there are days where I'm not myself, and I see that this other person that I created to avoid my problems wasn't me. And when I saw what I looked like when I was that other person, I didn't like it. Every time I showed this side of me, people got hurt. It never failed. People got hurt. And it scared the shit out of me. So, for years, I kept him bottled up. And every now and then, he'll come out and scare the daylights out of people. And I don't like that. Or make people cry. And I don't like that either. Never did, but it happened. Hell, it even made me cry when I did it. But the thing is, a part of me wanted to get rid of him, but I knew if I did, I would have got rid of a piece of myself. And that's not something I wanted. So I had to come to terms with the fact that this altered personality that I had was a part of me, and I couldn't change that. Regardless on how he came to be, which was on a bad note, which started on a bad note, I still can't erase him because he's a part of my memories. So, and people were like, you had a lot of friends, blah blah blah. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. My entire social life was based on a lie. It was based on a lie because I could rarely hang out with my friends. I couldn't. And if I did, it was only for a split second, like that. So, throughout years, I was known as the kid who couldn't hang out with friends. And that stuck with me for years and years. And it really hurt me. So what did I do? The most fucked up thing in the world that you could possibly think of. I created friends who never existed just to sound normal, just to say I hung out with a lot of friends. But in reality, I didn't. The only time I got to see my actual friends was when I was in school. That was it. That was it. So, being that every time somebody wanted to hang out, they automatically just said no because they knew what was going to happen. So, my friends just were like, yeah, DJ, we already know you can't go because of blah blah blah. And that really hurt. That really hurt. It really did. It really did. So, with that damage being done to me repeatedly over and over and over, the voice started coming back again, again, and again. Every time I moved a step, I thought I was stepping forward, something happens, and the next thing you know, the shadow comes back and starts talking. And this keeps going. So for years, I've been dealing with this. For years. And if people happen to see this video, just know, and if you're going through the same thing, just know that you are not alone. I know exactly what you're going through. Believe me. I dealt with it for 20 years, going on 21. And I basically created a social life based on people that never existed. Stories with friends that never existed. I created stories, friendships, relationships. All of it never existed. And I've done that to myself for 7 years straight. 7 years I lied to myself just to sound normal, just to say I hung out with friends. That's stupid. I damaged myself. I damaged myself. I mentally scarred myself. For 7 years straight. For 7 years straight, I mentally scarred myself. All because I could never hang out with friends. And then even if I could, it only lasted for a minute. It was basically, it wasn't even a get together. It just wasn't even hanging out. It was just a little chat. For 7 years straight. Devin Dean created people that never existed. Just to say, I hung out with friends, when in reality, the people I hung out with weren't real. Besides the people that know me. Some people knew the truth behind the curtain, and some people didn't. So for 7 years straight, I lied to my actual friends about friends that they didn't even know about. Some already knew the truth, they just didn't say anything, and some didn't know at all. And I didn't want to tell them because I didn't want them to find out that I'm fucking broken. And I know some people will say, no, DJ, you're not broken. I am. I am. Because I allowed this to carry on outside of school. And it fucked me up even more. To the point where I couldn't even sleep. Crazy, right? Yeah. So people say I have it easy. Try seeing what's inside my head. You'll cry. And you'll be like, you'll look at me and go, you've gone through all this mental torture to yourself, and yet you still walk around with the biggest smile you can show, to show the world that you are okay, when in reality you're not. How do you do it? It's called wear the mask. That's how. Now, for those who do know me, the girls that I've mentioned, for those who do know me, the girls that I've mentioned, yes, they're real. For the dudes that I made up, they're not. All my male friends that I've made up aren't real. All my female friends that people have heard are. That's it. But it was very hard to make this video, because getting your thoughts together is very hard to do, especially for me, because sometimes I talk about stuff and I can be all over the place like I am right now. But it's better to give this video raw, to show you guys this is what I do, this is me, this is what I love. Well, not love, I wouldn't say love, but this is me inside my head. And another thing I want to talk about is the more what I've seen and heard countless times. The more you show something to the world, this is what you like to do, this is what you like showing, this is your passion, the more and more people see it, the more they're going to be slightly interested, or oh, this dude or this girl is pretty cool, I want to see what else they can do. So basically, it's the more you show something, the more people may like it, may or may not like it. For me, that's the exact opposite. The exact opposite. The more music I created over the years, the less and less people heard it. Pretty backwards, right? And yet I get told countless times, I can't wait to hear the next song. Are you sure? Or even better, people say, oh, I leave comments. Are you positive? Or another one, my favorite one of all time. Yo, your new video? I saw it. It was amazing. Oh, cool. Which part? What was your favorite part? Didn't they get a brain fart? Or they'll be like, oh, what was your favorite part? I already know my favorite part because I made the video. I'm asking you, what's your favorite part? If you saw it. Or people are, or my other favorite thing. I love how people love to test me on my videos. They'll be like, you don't know how long the video was? Bruh, I do know how long the video was because I'm the one that freaking created it. I know how long the video is. I made the video. So how you gonna sit there and tell me I don't know how long my videos are? What kind of shit is that? But the main thing is, how do you say people love seeing your work when every time you upload something, less and less people see it? And over time, the voice yet again started to appear and kept talking and talking, and it wouldn't shut up, and it damaged me because of stuff like this. So to sum this whole up, I'm not okay. Love to do. Sorry about that. My phone went off. But what I was trying to say was, I constantly battle with this. Will it get better? Eventually, but for right now, I don't think it ever will. Will there be more videos in the future? Yeah. But just right now, I'm just going to try to deal with this. I love you guys. Stay safe. And always remember to wear a mask. Peace.